feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up?
What's
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly.
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh?
You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Frenches instead. Oh, yeah.
Wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got an egg, you might...
Howdy, everybody. Back with another Rowdy Rundown. You know, I try to do it every Thursday. Sometimes I miss my Saturday streams, but I'm here. It's Thursday. We got toy news to talk about. A couple other things to touch upon too. Sneaky, what's going on? Welcome. Always here. I appreciate you. Keanu leaves. Welcome. That's what's up for show. For show. Really quickly, I want to touch on something because I think it's pretty cool how close. And I also, I was a little late starting the stream, like a minute late, because I was cleaning up my members list. I know I haven't updated it for a while. It's because it just changes so much. But everyone that's on there has been on there for almost, or like at least a month, I believe, for the most part, other than a couple of new people that got gifted. So I want to like put, if you're a channel member for like a month, I'm taking this from some other people. It's like, if you've been here for a month, I will put you on the members list. You'll be in there. And I want to find a better way to do it. I want to have it like scrolling like credits or something like that. So I got to figure that out. But really quickly, I want to touch up on this because this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Look how many subscribers I am away from 4K. 11 away. 11. We are so freaking close. I can give away that Moth Spider-Man. And then I'm taking a break. I will not be doing a rundown on that Thursday, but we're so close. Jeff, what's going on? Rowdy, send me a shout after live. I'll do my best to remember. I got like 3 videos I'm working on right now, so but I'll shoot you a message. I'll do that for sure. What's up, Stu? Member for 9 months. I appreciate you. You're a real one, Stu.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I appreciate you. But yeah, 11 subscribers away from 4K. You're so freaking close. And also, let me bring up how you enter that or enter to win that Moth Spider-Man quickly as well, because I want to, let me see, how do I search? How do I search my content? Oh, there we go. Here we go. So, in order to win, you have to be a subscriber, obviously. You have to like this video and you have to comment #RowdyRascal. So let me link that really quick for anyone that's not entered to win. Let's not show my face paused on there. Well, I guess we have to. But let me link that. So that is how you enter to win. Smash like on that video, be a subscriber or be a new subscriber, and then comment #RowdyRascal in the comments. Like all these other fine people. Hello, Nananas. Hello, how's it going? Your boys got toys. What's going on? Welcome. So I wanna make sure that as many people entered this as possible. We're very close. I think once I hit 4K, I'll definitely hit this by Thursday. That'll be the rundown next week. Will be the Moth Spider-Man giveaway, and you'll still be able to enter at that point. You'll just have to let me know so I can go, because for some reason the #RowdyRascals, YouTube filters that and doesn't want me to allow that comment to be seen. So I have to go through and approve it. So next week, if you're entering at the end, that's okay. But you have to like the video, you have to hashtag Rowdy Rascal like everyone else here, and then you're entered to win. So I think that'll be pretty fun. It's always fun to do a giveaway, and then it's onwards and upwards to like 5K and beyond. So hopefully we will get there pretty soon. Let me favorite this. There we go. Pin that to the chat. I don't want to put myself in timeout. I guess I can't pin it. But yeah, so got some toy news. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Oh, also a little bit of gaming news before we get into all that stuff. Did anyone else see the Fable gameplay trailer? Finally, some news on Fable. I constantly tell my girlfriend, I'm like, when is that game coming? They announced it like 5 years ago. We need more information. And they finally announced, or not announced, but they put out like a 11-minute gameplay video with like developer commentary and all that stuff. And it looks great. Like Fable, all its faults, I still love that game, that franchise. I'm so hyped for it. But the crazy thing is, it's going to PS5. So not only is it going to be on Xbox, it's going to be on PlayStation, which is, that kind of just means that Xbox is done with the exclusivity. And who knows if they'll make another console, which sucks because I've always been an Xbox person. I play my PlayStation games on PC, so I may just switch to exclusively PC at that point. That's where I stream anyway. All right, toy news. First thing I want to talk about, because we don't have like mock-up. Well, we have mock-ups, but we don't have like products in the packaging, but we have packaging mock-ups. And this is credit to Toy News International for the photos. But we have what the Invincible Wave 1 figures are going to look like. So, of course, we've got Invincible. We've got, what's that dude's name? I don't know what his name is. I haven't seen it that far. And then we've got Kid Omni-Man as well. What is that dude's name? I know his name. Someone in the chat will let me know. But we're getting alternate heads, hands, and effects pieces, which is what Jada is really known for. And I'm sure these will be around $30, which is unfortunately the standard retail price for stuff nowadays. But the fact that they don't have product in the box yet leads me to believe that we will not be seeing these figures into 2026, probably like halfway through 2026, which is unfortunate. Maybe Jada has like a certain amount of space in the factory that they're using, and they're currently finishing out Street Fighter and getting the serial stuff out and all the other stuff because they're broadening what they're making. They have Cyberpunk, Scooby-Doo, Invincible, Street Fighter. They've got the cereal mascots, and on top of their like smaller like die-cast vehicles and stuff, they also do that kind of stuff. So I don't know why these figures are taking so long to get produced, from prototype to packaging to all that stuff. But what they're saying is, hey, we've got the packaging ironed out. This is what they're going to look like in the packaging. And yeah, we're getting a decent amount, as we always do with Jada. It's about the standard for them is include extra hands and include accessories. And that looks to be what we're getting here. It just sucks that we don't have like more than prototypes. And then going on from that point, close out the tabs as I go. I was organized. I brought everything up before the stream this time. I was like, let me have it already. Once again, credit to Toy News International. We have Wave 2 and 3. Well, I'm assuming this is going to be all of Wave 2 together. So maybe Daphne. Oh no, Wave 3, Daphne. Okay. Well, Wave 2 is Scooby-Doo, Funland Robot, and Ghost Diver. And then the start of Wave 3 is Daphne. So I'm thinking they haven't ironed out the kinks yet on what monsters they want to use and all that stuff. I'm just surprised, once again, that we don't have figures in the packaging. We saw prototypes of all of these figures. So I just don't know what's taking so long. And that's no hate to Jada. I know they're a smaller company. They're not Hasbro. Let me fix. There we go. That's more comfortable. They're not Hasbro. They don't have the means to lots and lots of figures all at once. But that being said, they have done a fantastic job keeping their Street Fighter wave stocked. If it sells out, pre-orders go back up. They've been really good about doing that. And I think that that'll be the case for Invincible and Scooby-Doo and all of that stuff. I'm just hoping that Scooby-Doo sells well. So once we get the whole crew, the whole Mystery Inc., we can get the Mystery Machine. And then I'll be good. Like, I just want the whole Mystery Inc., a couple of monsters, and the Mystery Machine, and I'll be done. I'll be like happy. We don't need Scrappy Doo. We don't need all those other side characters. Just give us the main Mystery Inc. and like 5 monsters and the Mystery Machine, and you can call that line done for me. And I don't think I saw some people being like, "Oh, we should get the stuff from the Zombie Island." And this is just going to be the 70s and essentially just the 70s characters. So the original Scooby-Doo series, which I'm totally fine with because there was only like 20 something episodes of Scooby-Doo. Saves that money for other stuff. But I'm very glad to be spending more money on Jada rather than Hasbro. Like Marvel Legends, you know I love you, but it's getting really hard to justify buying legend after legend. Now, I did get something for a good price today. I got Ulik, a Thor villain, like a deluxe size figure, a giant figure. He was only $17 on Amazon. So I got him today. I'm working on that video. I got the Game Reverse, War Machine, and Omega Red 2-pack. And I also got Gold Hilder. So Gold Hilder will be members first. The other 2 will go up on a Tuesday, one Tuesday or another. And that's where we'll get those. Did I not have... Wow. I didn't have that shit up on the screen. I apologize. I'm very stoned. So yeah, the Scooby-Doo stuff is right there. So no figures, just cardboard prototypes. Wow. I was so excited that I had everything up ready and I didn't even put it up on the screen. Good job, Riley. Good job. Let me go back and show y'all the Invincible stuff. Just because I already closed out of it. Also, that He-Man trailer looks pretty hype. Toy News Invincible. Man, can't believe I did that, y'all. No one told me. No one said, hey, there's nothing on the screen except for your stupid yapping face. Here it is. These were, ew. Why is it bringing me to Twitter? Don't bring me to Twitter. These were the Wave 1 Invincible figures that I forgot to show y'all. Accessories, hands, all that good stuff. You know Jada's killing it. We know they're working hard, and we will get those figures eventually. And I am very proud of that. Not proud. Well, I am proud of them. A smaller toy company getting all these big licenses and doing them justice. That is something to be proud of. When there's companies like Hasbro that are just soulless. Next up on the list, we have these guys. And these guys are fun. I don't think I can see myself getting one of these for my collection or anything, but I just thought, and that's the rundown. It's just news. We're going to talk about the new stuff. But these guys are pretty cool. I don't know why this one is 107 and the other ones are a little bit cheaper. But it's a pink freaking T-Rex dude. Like, come on. Who doesn't want to see that? Like, even if you don't want it in your collection, just the fact that this exists is wonderful. The company is Axie Toys. I believe they've made 1 or 2 things before that let me see. No, I haven't looked at any of their stuff, but they do make some dinosaurs. Like, we got this guy. These are like Savage Crucible / Mythic Legions, but dinosaurs. That's so cool. And all that for $72.99. That is not bad at all. That is really cool. That's a cool toy company. And I like seeing stuff like that. And I like getting stuff like that. It's just a lot of it is pretty expensive. Like, we have a pink Ceropticidae, whatever that is called, or whatever that is. Look at the clothes he comes with. Oh my god, that's awesome. I kind of want those. I kind of want the pink Ceropticidae and T-Rex, honestly. Who wouldn't want those? Like I said, I don't know why he's 107 and the other ones are cheaper. Maybe it's the color. But these are 1/9 scale, which is like, 7 to like 10 inches, depending on what the character is. Like these ones are $87.99. And I don't know. Yeah, they come with the exact same amount. So it's got to be about the color for that T-Rex. Why it costs more. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about exclusive or anything. It's just $20 more. Couldn't tell you, folks. Truly could not tell you. But look at that. Look at that. And who's to say T-Rexes weren't pink? We don't know. We're just guessing. They could have all been like pastel colored. You never know. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought we'd show that off. Another thing I thought was cool. Not something I'm going to get. Look at the price, $119. I'm just going to wait for Mattel. I'm just going to wait for their DC stuff. It's going to be in scale with Legends. I'm just going to wait. But this is the Hush, because we don't have enough Hush stuff, right? This is the Hush, so Jim Lee version of Superman by Gong Toys. And it's the crazy thing to me is like, you know, we have our DC multiverse, we have our Marvel Legends, we have that kind of stuff. But then like other companies that you've never heard of that are like from China, Japan, et cetera, they're getting the legit straight up DC or Marvel license and putting out stuff that just absolutely trounces anything McFarlane or Hasbro could do in the same scale, which to me seems like competition. But because they're imports, the domestic license and all that stuff, it's different. So they don't really see it that way. They don't see this 119 figure as competition to, you know, McFarlane's $35 pieces of crap, which, you know, they shouldn't, because this is leagues above and beyond. And everyone was getting that Gong Studio, was it the Hush Batman at the end of the year last year? And I saw him on a lot of top 10s. So, you know, the quality is good. I just don't know what they mean by 1/12. I don't know if it's like true 1/12 or 6.5 like Legends is, but that Hush Batman looked to be pretty sizable. So I'm pretty sure you could slide this in with like your Marvel Legends or your Mezco or whatever, and it would fit pretty perfectly. And, you know, soft goods a lot of the times, especially when it comes to like just a full-on bodysuit, kind of doesn't look that great. But this is tight, form-fitting. It doesn't look like the seams are huge or anything. He's got the trunks. It looks really good. If it was like $30 less, I would really be picking this up and be like, yep, this is my Superman. Although I don't think that he has a smiling face. Let me see. I want to see all the accessories. I guess they're not going to show those. But he's a great looking Superman. That is for sure. I like how they did the sky in the background. Great promotional photos. Really hyping it up. But no smile. What's up with Superman? All these Superman figures, Mafex, Gong, McFarlane, all of them. Superman ain't smiling. That's his thing. Superman will forever be the optimist, you know, glass half full. He's not always grimacing and looking stern. He should have a freaking smile on his face. And I know the context of Hush is like he's being controlled by kryptonite poison ivy or something like that. So he's kind of jacked up and angry. But still, just include the smiling head sculpt. It's not going to kill you, right? But yeah, Gong Studio Superman. Pre-order it right now on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm sure it's cheaper other places. These guys are like way marked up for some of this stuff. And also you got to pay $12 non-refundable deposit. So I'm sure if you'd rather just pay it outright and just have your figure coming when it's shipping, you can do that other places. I just use Big Bad Toy Store for ease because it's right there. They usually have all the pre-orders. But I will say there's probably better places to pre-order stuff of certain prices like this. Now, Big Ben Toy Store will never sponsor me. I asked them to, and they're like, you have to have 100,000 subscribers. And I was like, well, that's never going to happen. So thanks for that, Big Ben Toy Store. We did get a couple of new pre-orders for Operation Monster Force. The most interesting one I thought was this guy, more skeleton guys. This one is, however, in clear red plastic, and he comes with a base. It's supposed to be like blood, you know, he's crawling out of the blood. And that is the exclusive Dracula, like from way back when the line was first announced. So I guess this is actually a good guy skeleton, because Dracula's a good guy in Operation Monster Force. But he's got like a shield and a spear and the blood base. And that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot for $40, at least as far as they're showing. He does have a sword. Yeah, he's a sword. But $40 is a bit much to ask. when there's other skeletons that come with more or aren't translucent red in the same scale. What else do we have? We had this guy. I don't know if this is a new pre-order. Oh, when did he go up? I knew about this figure, but did I pre-order him already? Cartoony looking Sasquatch. I don't like the head sculpt on this guy. I think it's too cartoony. Like, that is very animated. It doesn't really fit in with Monster Force to me. I think he should be more like, I don't know. More like that. That's a better head sculpt. That's the one they should lead with. I mean, even that is still very cartoony with the bigger eyes and stuff. But $80 for a giant Sasquatch. We don't have a lot of those. So I think that's the same machine gun that came with the Kilowog, which not the best feeling weapon in the world. But yeah, Monster Force is chugging along. What is this? Just a skeleton guy in a white suit. Kind of James Bond looking. Okay. That's cool. I know they have their Agents line, they have their Monster Force line, they have their comic book line. They got a lot of stuff going on at Big Bad Workshop, and the quality is pretty decent as far as the figures are concerned. And then speaking of decent quality figures, Hiya Toys come with the hot heat with this RoboCop 2 RoboCop. Very hyped about this. Not hyped about the price, but a 1/12 RoboCop. Hell yeah, give that to me. The NECA one is obviously 1/10, so not the same scale. But this guy, I love that metallic. It's almost blue. I mean, I'm sure it is pretty much blue. I think that maybe those are painted details on there. It's got like, what does that look like? That stainless steel kind of look to it with the different colors going on. Now, I haven't seen RoboCop since I was little. And even then, I only saw bits and pieces of it. I do need to watch RoboCop, but just the character itself is iconic enough that, and you know, it's a hyper-violent satire, and it's just, yeah, RoboCop's cool. I can dig it. It looks like he also comes with a swappable battle damage breastplate there, because that one's damaged. That one's not. Damaged head sculpt. Okay, so he's got two different options. You can have damaged RoboCop, or you can have pristine RoboCop. So there it is. Oh, okay. So you just swap out that part and the head, the helmet. That is pretty cool. Hiya Toys. I have the Judge Dredd. I have Hiya Toys Judge Dredd, and it's a good figure. It's a lot of fun to have a figure that obscure in 1/12 scale, just sitting with my other stuff. But I feel like I'm gonna rip the bodysuit that he has, or it's gonna get worn. So this is like a lot better. This is just straight up plastic, and he's 6.5 inches, so that's like the height of Marvel Legends Captain America or something like that. So he'll fit right in with your 1/12 stuff. You can even have him with the G.I. Joe classified police officers for photography. You can have some crooks and all that stuff. I know it's in the future, but you know, there's options there. There's a good reason to have this. A, it's RoboCop. B, it's right in scale with most domestic 6-inch scale stuff. And C, it's RoboCop. And then you also know that Hiya Toys is pretty high quality with most of their releases. Like their Godzilla stuff, I don't have any of it, but based on what people say about it, it is really good. Really good stuff. And the Judge Dredd that I have is decent. Got the spike arm. I really want to get this figure. I don't want to pre-order it. I'd rather just like grab it when it comes out, because I don't want to do the non-refundable. I don't like doing that, because what if something happens? Like, for instance, I just put $2,000 into my car, so we're gonna have to be paying that the next couple months. So I don't know. Shit happens. So putting money down and not being able to get something is probably a bad financial decision right now. So I'll just wait until A, it comes out and I have the money, or B, it goes on sale. Hiya Toys, everything that they release kind of just doesn't sell out. What is that with 118th? I know they just tried to get me with the Daryl Dixon and Negan, and there's Negan, and there's Daryl in stock, 111. So yeah, I'd rather not pay ahead of time and not be able to get it. I do really want this 2.0 Kong though. And I want which Godzilla was it? Do they still have it? Are they out of stock? Oh well, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about news. Speaking of news and pre-orders and new stuff, Abomination just went up for pre-order today. Did you see the price difference on that? I pre-ordered it because I don't have Abomination. Plus, we have Immortal Abomination head sculpt. Did you see the price difference? $6, $7 more for this one than Grizzly. And arguably, Grizzly comes with more. And I know they're not the same exact height, 15.24 centimeters. But Abomination comes with two head sculpts, 2 extra head sculpts, and no extra hands, right? And they know, oh, we can charge whatever because people they want a new comic Abomination. That's Hasbro's mentality. We got the Immortal Abomination head sculpt, which is Rick Jones. Looks great, fantastic, love that. We got a different Abomination head sculpt there. $46.99. You come over to Grizzly, 40 bones. 40 bones out the gate. And you get the figure, of course. You got the extra hands. You got an extra head sculpt, which is just a bear. So you could have Grizzly be just a bear. And then you get the gold bars stacked nicely. You get the messy gold bars. You get the single gold bar. And you get the bank bag. $6 less, Hasbro. All of this, except for the body, is new. And like the head sculpt is new. All this accessories are new. Body is reuse of Ursa Major, I believe. And then Abomination is body reuse with new head sculpts and no extra hands. So why the fuck does he cost $6 more? And I know why. Because it's a character that's in demand. Everyone's asking for Abomination. Everyone missed out on the old Abomination. Yada, yada, yada. So Hasbro just says, all right, cool. We can charge $6 more, almost $50. And it pisses me off. Because I need Abomination. I don't have Abomination. I'm going to get it. But it's just Hasbro's mentality with figures and how they want to just rip people off and not make it fun for anybody anymore. So I'm not a big fan of that. But regardless, those are both up for pre-order right now. They're brand new. There was some other stuff that I saw that wasn't on my thumbnail, and we'll save the couple other things that we have for last. But where is here? There's this. This is really cool. This is a model kit, so you have to build it. But this is like, there's an old movie from the 90s called Guyver, and it's based on a manga where it's kind of like an exo bodysuit, but it's got like body horror and stuff in it for the monsters that he fights. So it's just a really cool looking character. He's kind of like a bug alien exosuit kind of thing. And this is more like robotic looking than the original one, but it's still really cool. Giving me Beetleborgs vibes, Guyver vibes, all that kind of stuff. Very, very anime, very Japanese. And I'm not sure that it's 112, but I'm not sure if it's like SH Figure Arts 112 or more of a Marvel Legends scale. I will check that. Figure, extra hands, that's it for accessories, but then you have to build it. So I don't know if those are, I think those are decals for something. I don't know what those are for, but very cool looking figure. I would totally get it. $75.49, too expensive for me. 6.7 inches. So he's taller than your Marvel Legends Captain America. That's a good scale for that. I feel like that's a really cool scale. Based on the Bio Booster Armor Guyver / Titanomachia collaboration. So it's based on a collaboration. Okay, good to know. Galehound Guyver, Mega Smasher, 6 additional hand parts. Okay, water slide decals and instructions. Oof, water slide. That's daunting. That is daunting. I'm assuming all that little like eyes and like stuff on there is water slide decals, which is just, I just put it together and forget about that stuff. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to risk screwing it up. I'm not going to do it. We did have these announced. There's another exclusive one that's going to be at cons, but this is just like pre-order it. It's glow in the dark. I already have a Praetorian. This is like maybe the 4th or 5th Praetorian from Action Force. It's there. I don't know. I don't know if this does. I know there's certain people that love the glow in the dark and all those other kind of gimmicky things, but it doesn't do much for me. Especially when the lights are on most of the time and it looks like that. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird how it's all the accessories of that color too. And then I think there's another one. The exclusive one is a clear, like just straight up clear, like he's cloaked, which is a lot cooler in my opinion. But I don't know. Do we need another Praetorian? Not in my opinion, but I don't really collect Action Force. So my opinion isn't very strong or weak on it. I just see that and I'm like, oh, okay. What else do we have for pre-order? Oh, this one. I forgot about this one. NECA Big Bird. I'm out of NECA. I don't buy NECA. But this is so tempting. This is so tempting because you know he's going to be huge. Well, what is the height? What does it say? It just says 7-inch scale. It doesn't tell you the actual height. 17.78 centimeters. Is that the actual height or is that just the scale height? Made of plastic, based on the Sesame Street TV series. Highly detailed, fully articulated. Big Bird. Love that. What we're missing is Snuffleupagus. We need one of those. We get some accessories. We get a tie. I know I don't think they're going to include the bird's nest. We get a scarf, teddy bear. Love Big Bird in the tie. That's so cute. I see this nest and I'm reminded of like when I was a kid and you'd go into like Michael's or Joann's or whatever, and you would have those bird's nests that are like woven. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So if you did want one, I don't think NECA is going to include it. If you did want one, I'm pretty sure you can just go to your local like arts and crafts store and find one exactly like that for pretty cheap, honestly. It comes with B for bird. Definitely doesn't come with the wall. We get an extra head sculpt with the excited. I don't know what's going on with the feathers. I don't know if that's excited or worried or what. What's going on there, Big Bird? Let everyone know. It looks like that is an articulated mouth, which would be cool. Is it? Maybe? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. So we get, maybe not. Are the mouths articulated? Let me figure this out. Okay, they are. So the mouths, both mouths are articulated. We got Big Bird, extra head sculpt, extra hands, the letter B, teddy bear, scarf, and tie. So very cute, very tempting, but it's also $60. You know that's gonna be a big hunk of plastic. So what else do they have in this line? They have Bert, Ernie, and the Count. And that's about it. So they're slowly chugging along. But you know NECA, they will, so they'll literally have a line running, have new releases, announce new releases, and then those releases won't even come out. So it really depends on how the figures sell, and I guess Sesame Street is selling if they're announcing Big Bird. Now we got Mondo, Beavis, and Butthead. $145. What scale are these? 9 inches, of course. So these are like 1/6 scale. These aren't even 1/12, or they're not 1/6. Sorry. 9 inches. That's like 1/9 or 1/8 scale, something like that. Because you know they're Mondo, they have 1/6 and they have 1/12. So why are they making these 9-inch? I don't know. But Beavis and Butthead, I'm assuming the arms are swappable. Maybe they're bendy wire like they did with Adventure Time, or maybe you just have to like swap them out and have what you want on there. I don't know. But it's funny to see more Beavis and Butthead stuff coming. I think there was like a statue or something that had them sitting on the couch next to each other that I saw recently from another toy line. Mondo's doing it. I'll never buy a Mondo figure. They're too expensive. And look at this, $145.99 for Beavis and Butthead. I don't see the value. I would say who this looks like, but I don't want to be a pain in the neck. He comes with a baseball bat with some goop. It doesn't have eyes on it. Oh, that's a frog. That's a smushed frog. Yeah, swappable arm pieces. They're not bendable. You just swap and move. Legs are static. Swappable torso for, is that Butthead or Beavis? I never really watched the show. Couple swappable heads, accessories, but $145 is asking a whole lot for something like this. And that's the thing, like Mondo is owned by Funko, right? They're bleeding money, right? So is this a wise decision to spend money on a license and then charge a buttload for it? Is there demand for Beavis and Butthead figures? I don't know. It's a no for me. I do like some Mike Judge stuff, but I like the live action Mike Judge stuff. I like the movies like Idiocracy and Extract. There's some gems in the Mike Judge library. What else do we have up for pre-order? We already went over that. Not a lot of toy news this week, honestly. I know that there's like a London Comic Con or something going on. It's 1/18th, right? Yeah, 1/18th Acid Rain. But we did have something really cool that I think I want to bring up once again. Enter to win this Spider-Man. But we had this, which is pretty dang cool. I don't want to get like demonetized for showing it. So maybe instead sound not on, but we'll just kind of go maybe a little frame by frame. It's a little janky right now. I can run a fucking game in 4K, but God forbid I play a trailer. There we go. Look at this. Like I'm kind of hyped for this. I'm not a Motu fan. I don't collect Motu stuff, but like the shots on this, it's looking like a big budget sci-fi fantasy epic. And that is what the original Masters of the Universe was going for, right? They were trying to do that whole Star Wars Flash Gordon kind of vibe, but like modern. And this is looking like it's going to at least try to hit those marks. It looks pretty promising so far. I'm not gonna lie. Like I saw this trailer and I was like, okay, I understand now. I understand where you're going with this. We got explosions, we got laser beams, we got spaceships, we got swords, we got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And it kind of has like Guardians of the Galaxy vibes a little bit. I love that. I already saw people freaking out about this online, and it's like the stupidest thing. It's like, you understand that you have pronouns too, right? Like, do you want everyone to address you as like it said? No, that's his pronouns. That's just helping people out. Someone was like, it's in the name of the pronoun. No, his name is Adam. His name is literally Prince Adam. His name is not He-Man. That's just powers up and he's He-Man. So I thought that was funny. I knew as soon as I saw it that people would be talking about that in the trailer. And it's like the only thing they'd pay attention to. They give He-Man pronouns. Oh my God. So sorry. But I think this will be fun. I don't know why they have to keep doing like the real world mixed with the He-Man world kind of thing like they did with the original movie. Now they have the budget and the effects to, you know, make Eternia. Is that what the place where they're from is called, Eternia? They have the money to do it, obviously. So I don't know why they want to keep doing the real world thing. I guess it's like a narrative thing. It makes it easier to like stomach it. I don't know. Tila looks great though. The actress they picked for Tila, she's very pretty. Is it Idris Elba playing Man at Arms? It really looked like him. I may be wrong. I'll have to look up the cast. But this shot is really cool. Like I said, very, very Guardians of the Galaxy with this shot. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is going to be like off kilter, off the wall, snarky, quippy humor. We got his tiger. What's his tiger's name? I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who the robot is, but I'm pretty sure that Man at Arms is Idris Elba. It really looks like him. Yeah, just getting me excited for He-Man. And the one thing about it is this guy, Skeletor, is played by somebody who I hate seeing in any movie. Someone who ruins every movie. Like, you see their name in a movie and you know it's going to tank. Skeletor is played by Jared Leto. I'm very glad he's not showing his fucking face in the movie, as far as I know. Maybe they'll do a Keldor flashback where he's like blue skinned and all that shit. But if we get this for most of the movie and he's doing a voice, and if he doesn't do the "nah, ha, ha, I'm Skeletor" voice, then shame on you. Shame on you for being a quote unquote character actor and not getting into the true character of Skeletor, which is kind of handball and corny while also having nefarious plots. It's in live action, so you got to have a little bit more realism to it. But I like Skeletor the best out of He-Man. He's the best character just because he's so fucking goofy. And I'd like to see some of that come through in the live action movie. I don't know. That's just me. But I feel like other people agree with that. I feel like based on this trailer, there's also not going to be a lot of He-Man in the movie. It's going to be a lot of Adam in that pink shirt and jeans, which I don't know. Maybe they want to save all that for the sequels, but you do get a shot of him at the end of the trailer in the full-on He-Man outfit. It just feels like based on the trailer, they're going to be holding back on that. And oh, we missed it. We'll go back. Because we have Allison Brie. Did I miss it again? Here we go. Yeah. I want to pause it at the right moment. Nope, that's Tila. It's like a split second of Allison Brie. Allison Brie is Evelyn. I'm here for it. That sold me. That's the whole reason I want to see the movie for the most part. Now seeing the trailer, I actually want to legitimately see the movie. But hearing that they cast Allison Brie in that part, I was like, okay, I love Allison Brie. She's gonna kill that shit. So I'm happy that she's in there. We got his tiger dude. There he is summoning it. Obviously, I have the power. I'll look at my timing on that. And then there's He-Man wrecking shit in the He-Man outfit, doing his thing. I really hope they don't copyright strike me for this. I'm pausing and making it choppy as I can. It looks fun. It looks like a fun movie. I am pleasantly surprised by the trailer. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be, I don't know if it'll be good. I think it'll be enjoyable. I think it'll be fun. Will it be a, oh my God, that blew my mind? No, but it'll be like a shut your brain off and enjoy kind of movie. And that's what I like. I don't like to think when I'm watching a movie. I mean, some I do, but like movies like this, no, I just want to see spectacle. I want to see explosions. I want to have jokes. I want to be entertained. And then we get one last shot of Skeletor and He-Man. And we get a quick little clip. I mean, that looks cool. You can't deny that looks cool. Even if it's Jared Leto under all that shit. I'm glad they fucking covered him up. He's got the skull face. He's got the blue body, the cape. He's got his ram staff. So I am tickled that they actually went with that design as opposed to the older movie that I only saw one time. And it's actually going to be in theaters because I know this is MGM, which is Amazon. Amazon bought MGM, and that's, you know, what they use for cinematic stuff. So I saw MGM and I was like, okay, cool. This is going to be in theaters. This isn't just going to go to streaming. So I think that this will be a lot of fun. I'm hyped. And I'm not a He-Man person. I don't collect He-Man. I don't collect Motu. The other thing that I touched on briefly that I saw that I'm super hyped for is Fable. We got the Fable gameplay overview. Finally, more Fable news. I'm a huge Fable fan. That was my first game that I really saw and was like, oh, I want an Xbox. And that was when it first came out. And I didn't get an Xbox until like the Xbox 360 came out. So I even had to wait longer to play Fable. And it was M. I wasn't allowed to play it. But should Fable have really been M? I don't think so. But I'm so hyped. I've literally been like, when is there gonna be more Fable news? When are we gonna get more news about Fable? And then lo and behold, I guess the Xbox Developer Direct 2026, and we get more Fable. Finally, gameplay, graphics, breakdown, all that kind of stuff. I am tickled pink because I've been in a gaming mood, as y'all can tell. Like I beat God of War, I was playing Cosmic Invasion. I actually just booted up Fallout New Vegas today on my old Xbox because of Fallout TV show getting me hyped for to watch more Fallout. And I was like, you know what? I need to play New Vegas. I haven't played this in so long. So I started a new game. I have all the DLC. If any game needs a fucking straight up remake, it's Fallout New Vegas. Just like Oblivion got a remaster, like built from the ground up. We need that for New Vegas. And Obsidian, Bethesda, they're both owned by Microsoft, so they can do that. They can do that. So please do it. Fallout New Vegas is many people's favorite game as far as Fallout's concerned. Fable is one of my favorite franchise of all time. I have all the achievements in Fable 2, all the achievements in Fable 3, and all but one of the achievements in Fable Anniversary. And the one that I need in Fable Anniversary is to collect all the dolls. And I hate playing, was it Gwent? Not Gwent. What is the game that you have to play in Fable to win the hero dolls? Because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't beat the last level. And then we've got character customization. Apparently there's different preset heads you can choose from. And obviously you can choose the gender of your hero. And the graphics. The graphics look fantastic. I've been waiting for this game for so long because this is essentially Fable 4, although it's not being promoted as Fable 4. Combat looks great, looks fluid. Kind of got that it feels a little bit like the original Fable games as far as combat, but I feel like they've made it more like counter and time based and all that stuff. So kind of like The Witcher or Batman or, you know, kind of God of War with the way that they just kind of throw the magic and the combat together. You just got to time it and do all that stuff. And we got archery, we've got the will, which is magic, and I'm just so excited for this game to come out. They didn't announce a release date, which makes me super sad. They're just talking about all the cool stuff. Like there's new enemies like Cockatrice, and we've got the Goblin dudes coming back, and we've got Balrogs coming back. We saw Bowerstone. It's very exciting to me as a Fable fan to finally see more of this because it's been dry. There's been no news. They did a trailer in 2023 was the last time we heard anything about this game. And of course, the best part of Fable is like the character interactions. You can meet people, you can have kids, you can buy property, you can become like a landlord tycoon and all this stuff. And it's just it's tickling a part of gamer me that we haven't been able to get for a long time. Like I don't play The Sims. I just played Fable. That was my Sims. So like seeing this, seeing the graphics, seeing the gameplay, all the mechanics in the game. There is no like appearance altering stuff based on morality. It's all about perception. Like you go somewhere and talk to certain people. Certain people have one view of you and others will have a different view based on what you do in the game. So they did get rid of that aspect, which is a little blah in my opinion. But if they fine tune everything else and make it all look this good in game when you're playing and you get all of this stuff, like this guy, you bought his house, so you evicted him and he doesn't like you. And that the same person next door doesn't have that opinion you because that didn't happen to you. So it's more context based people's opinions and villages' opinions. So like if you do something that affects the whole town for good or bad, they're gonna feel either good or bad about you. And that's pretty cool. And that doesn't really work if you have like horns and then some people think you're a good person. Like it's so I understand why they got rid of the like the morphing based on what you do. So it's more realistic in that way. But regardless, I am hyped to see this. You can just buy places, have people live in it, tax them, make a bunch of money, and that was what was fun about Fable 2, was being as rich as possible and glitching your way to the top if you chose to do so, and just own the whole town and make everybody pay you, which is fun. What a life that would be, right? But the graphics look fantastic, and this I'll probably buy it straight up on PC. Just no Game Pass, none of that bullshit. Buy this shit for PC, play it on my PC, stream it for all y'all, because that'll be a lot of fun. But they did not announce a freaking release date, so I still don't know when this beautiful looking game is coming out. Right here, they're talking about how certain things you do affect the rest of the game. Like, this guy is a giant, and if you kill him, his corpse will be there for like the whole rest of the game, and it'll affect property values and all that stuff. And that's really funny. That's really interesting. Well, you know, it's a nice place to live. The view's great, but there's also a dead giant outside. You know, I'm so hyped about that. Also, the cover art has a female protagonist, which is nice to see. I appreciate that. So I'm really hyped about Fable. I can't wait for this game. I don't know why all this stuff is dropping all at once. Like, we had the He-Man trailer, we had this. Oh, we had one more trailer that I'll talk about. I know it's not my normal stuff, but I'm excited about this stuff. I really am. Oh, Shadow Lord. I can't type. Ignore my bad spelling, because the trailer popped up anyway. Last thing we're going to look at is the Maul Shadow Lord trailer, which looks fantastic. Look at that. Like, look at that shot. That is freaking beautiful. Like, the style of the Clone Wars has evolved so much over the years. Like, you know how it started out very rudimentary, very early CG animation, but this is a whole new level of animation. This is just gorgeous. And it's going to be dark and seedy and violent. I feel like if anything gets copyright strike, it'll be this. So I'm going to try my best to not like just let it play and try to stop it on the good parts. Like, here we go. Like, when I say violent, like, look at this. Oh, I can't. It's not going to show it. But that chick right there, I'm pretty sure that she's going to become Darth. Well, not Darth, because she's not a Sith and Maul's not a Sith, but she's going to be Talon, which is Maul's apprentice. And she's from like older canon. Like, that's so pretty. Look at that. That's gorgeous. She's from the Legends canon, so it's good to see cool characters get adapted into other places and brought into a cool show like this, because I really feel like this is going to be hype. This is going to be great. Like, just watch this one part. Puts out the two blades, you know it's over for y'all. And there, yeah, so she's gonna be Talon, and I'm pretty sure that the story that this is gonna tell is, so if you saw Solo, which why would you have seen Solo? I mean, it's not a bad movie, but oh, so pretty. Like, just look at that. That's gorgeous. Maul is in control of like one of the crime syndicates in Solo. And I'm pretty sure this story is going to be telling how he got to that position, and then probably how he fell from that position, because if you haven't seen Rebels, Maul dies in Rebels, which is like 3 or 4 years before A New Hope. So the whole time the Galactic Empire is in full swing. Maul is alive, doing whatever, being a crime syndicate leader, and this is going to tell that story, I believe. So I am a big fan of Darth Maul. More Maul is always welcome, in my opinion. And I just really have been waiting for the show. It's going to be great. Looks to be very dark, very violent, very different from a lot of the animated stuff that we've gotten. Like, this is brutal. He just stabbed them both through the neck. And Maul's an awesome character. And it's got Sam Witwer doing the voice, obviously. So, and that's the Inquisitor. That's Merrick from Ahsoka. So, in Ahsoka, he was like essentially reanimated. He wasn't even really a person. So I feel like Maul's gonna end this dude, and then he gets brought back by whoever was it? Was it Morgan Elsbeth that was using him? Because she's a Night Sister. But Maul's gonna be fighting some Inquisitors. He's gonna be making his own apprentice, making his own moves in the world. And that the guy with the mustache seems to be the Imperial in charge of hunting down Maul and trying to take him out and all that stuff. So I'm sure that character is gonna be important. Just using his lightsaber to the fullest, unrestrained, because no one's got plot armor in this show. Maul Shadow Lord comes out in April. I'm so hyped for that. There's so much good content coming out. And obviously, when it's over, I'll do a review of it and all that stuff. Really quickly, make sure I hit all the notes for the toy news. I'm pretty sure I did. Ooh. Hello. Before we go, let's look at this. Because this is freaking crazy. It's 1/6, but god damn. Hello. Eric Draven. Brendan Lee. That looks fantastic. Rooted hair. Holy shit. That looks like a picture from a movie. Like, that's just crazy. I wonder how much he costs. Fingers in or hands in the pockets. That's sick. He's got the shotgun. Like, how do you do that? Those eyebrows look like they're rooted. I know they're not, but so see, this is the thing I was talking about last week. Like, I don't collect Hot Toys, but if I was a Hot Toys collector and I saw something like this, I would be like, okay, Hot Toys, why are you not making stuff of this quality? Why are you not making something that rivals this? It's not okay. It's not like unlicensed. It's like a third party company, not a main company, but it's not like Hot Toys. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like Hot Toys that's what people think of when they think of premium format 1/6 figures. This is just like beyond anything Hot Toys has ever done, in my opinion. This looks so good. If it comes with that chair, it's gonna be fucking costly. You get a crow, bullet hole hand. How much is it? The rooted hair available only with the deluxe. So you have to buy the deluxe for. I can't talk. The deluxe for the rooted hair, but why wouldn't you buy the deluxe of that? Okay, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So this is the deluxe one, right? We get the chair, we get stand, we get the crow, we get all those different hands, we get a guitar, katana, and a shotgun. What is the price? $380. Whew. Okay, so the standard with the non-rooted hair is $380, which is around Hot Toys price, right? The deluxe edition is $480. Swaps the sculpted hair for rooted hair, and then beyond that, they have the deluxe gold edition, adds a graveyard diorama display and a white mask. Finally, the exclusive edition adds a window with candles diorama, and I know exactly what that is referencing with those scenes. Due for release between July and September 2027. My God, that's like half a month's rent almost. No, it is half a month's rent at the high end of this figure. But good Lord, see that? Yeah, you need the rooted hair. You need the rooted hair for that because the regular one does not cut it after seeing. There's the white mask. There's the graveyard they're talking about. And there's the window. Yep, that's exactly what I was picturing. So cool. Wow, what an awesome figure. I kind of want that. I kind of freaking want that. Just look at the likeness. Look at the eyes. Like, shit, man. All right, well, I think that's enough toy news for today. I'm tired. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta work until Sunday, early Sunday morning. So all that being said, y'all, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day!
Oh, man, he hit his ass with a working towel, man. Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday! You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished!
Alright, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick!
You know my dad?
Oh, G.I. Joe!
What the fuck? This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.